Hello everyone, thank you for joining. My name is Sherwin Loudermilk and I'm the owner of Loudermilk Custom Homes. We build luxury custom homes in Atlanta, Georgia, and also in Western North Carolina, specifically in Cashiers and Highlands, North Carolina. Thank you for attending today. The goal for today is to help you better understand how to work with custom home builders like myself. And we're gonna go through 5 unique things that you can start today to help you with that journey. The subject for today is 5 ways to drive sales by working with a custom home builder. So to start off, the first way is that custom homes open up more real estate possibilities for yourself. Let me give you an example why. In Atlanta right now, we have 121 listings above $2 million. That's it. Across the entire city of Atlanta, you have 121 listings. In the city of Sandy Springs, you only have 24 listings. And in the city of Milton, there are only 34 listings. Now, if you take into consideration, there's probably about a dozen listings in each of these cities that are just not attractive listings or overpriced. Really, the percentage of listings even goes down further. So all of you agents out there are competing for these same exact listings. You're taking your clients out to those projects, you're letting them see the homes, and you're trying to compete with the other agents out there. The way that you can open up more possibilities to yourself is, if you think about it, right now, tear down homes in the city of Atlanta or active open lots, there are 1,561 of them in Atlanta. It's a lot more property to look at compared to only having to go after the 121. Now, if you say, okay, city of Atlanta, there are some lower priced homes, I understand that, but let's look at city of Sandy Springs. Sandy Springs has an either open available lots or tear down homes under $1 million of 70 active listings right now. So that's 3 times more than Sandy Springs. Sandy Springs only had 24 resale lots, or as us builders like to call used lots, used homes, and they only had 24 of them. So now there's only 12 compared to 70. So you have a lot more possibility of being able to attract clients and not have the competition, because the majority of your real estate competitors out there, they're not going after those lots or those teardowns. They're mostly going after resale homes. And so it gives more possibilities for you to be able to have a better opportunity to sell to your client. The second way that you can drive more sales utilizing a custom home builder is that you're creating value for your clients. You're actually creating something out of nothing. Remember, this property that you're looking at, if it's a resale home, it already exists. So when a client comes in there, they're looking at an appraised value of a home. But when you're creating value for your clients, you could be allowing your clients to walk into a lot of revenue. So for example, the picture shown here, that's the before and after picture of a home that we're currently building on Powers Ferry Road in Sandy Springs. You can see the grandeur and the difference of the value that we're providing to our clients. And so some of the clients that walk in, especially if they're value conscious, could be walking into over $1 million of equity if they custom build their home, because the value has changed. You've created something out of nothing. The third way that can help you drive more sales is that you're giving your client exactly what they want with a custom home. This home has to fit your client just like a custom tailor suit fits. It has to be perfectly set up to the body, but the custom home build has to be perfectly aligned to not only the client's personality, but also the needs, desires, and wants of that family. So you're gonna give that client exactly what they want. Instead of driving around from lot to, or home to home to home to home, looking at all these resale and used homes out there, you're actually creating something from nothing. So if a client wants something extreme or different, or wants a 7-bedroom house, or wants dual showers, or whatever the case is, you can help that client get there by working to create their dream. In the picture that I have here, it shows a basketball court that we built. Well, this is also a racquetball court. So our client came to us and said, listen, we want both a racquetball court and a basketball court, but we didn't have the space in their basement to put both in. So what we did is we created this court with a basketball court where we hit a button and that basketball goal will literally fold down and pull into the wall and it turns into a racquetball court. Now that client also wanted Ferrari yellow because his first vehicle was a Ferrari and it was yellow. And so we said, fine, we'll color match it. No, he wanted certified. So we went out and certified this color as a yellow Ferrari, certified yellow, to make sure that it meets exactly the needs of what his expectations were. You can do the same with your clients, giving them exactly what they want because we're creating from scratch. All right, the fourth reason that custom home building can help your business is that it's actually easier than you think. I understand from a lot of real estate agents how complicated they believe custom home building is, and it is complicated. If you think about it in the used home business, when you're out there reselling a home and helping a client, you're taking the client to homes and letting them see the product. And then once you finalize on the product, pretty much all you have to do is work with an inspector, a surveyor, and then make sure the appraisal comes in and make sure the client is really happy. I mean, it's a lot of work, I understand, but those are fairly simplistic understanding of how to get to the finish line on a resale home. As a custom home, it's completely different. This could take 24-month process. And then on top of that, when are you gonna get paid? Are you gonna get paid at the end of the 24 months? So you're gonna have to wait for 2 years to get paid instead of the 30 to 60 days? So there's a lot of unknowns. Are you dealing with an architect? Are you dealing with a civil engineer? Are you dealing with a qualified builder? So there are a lot of things that bring on confusion, but it's actually easier than you think. But you have to partner with the right people. So as you work with custom home builders, if you're working with somebody that really truly doesn't understand how to partner with real estate agents, that's where you hear a lot of these confusions and misunderstandings. But if you're working with a custom home builder that truly understands what they're doing, you're working with an architect that truly understands what they're doing, that process becomes pretty clean and it makes for an easy understanding of how to move forward with your client. The final item I'm going to talk about is to find a builder that you can partner with. This is how you make it easy. So from a partner perspective, you want to find and vet a builder that truly understands what they're doing. A lot of times if you find a custom home builder that is only doing 1 or 2 homes a year and they haven't been in the industry very long, they're still learning. But if you work with a custom home builder that has a nice portfolio of homes, has great references, and then talk to them about certain things that they do. For example, ask them what their selection process is. If they tell you that their selection process is to have their clients go to Ferguson's, run. Do not work with that custom home builder. Work with custom home builders that have clear processes on how they get from point A to point B. From a Loudermilk Homes perspective, we like picking out all of our selections prior to even having the first shovel hit the ground. That's a hard process. That takes months. It's about a 2-month process just to get all of those selections in and work with that. We have in-house architects. We also work with outside architects, but working with the architect to make sure that everything fits together and we have all the pieces of the puzzle before we start. It's really, really important. The other thing is work with a builder that has a referral fee. So you can get a referral on that project. So you're no longer just getting a fee from your builder or from the resale of a $1 million home, you're getting a referral fee from a $3 million project that's being custom built. And if you partner with a builder up front as one of their advocates for building, they'll work out that relationship with you. Most custom builders, they don't like sales. They don't like to spend the time worrying about finding new clients. They'd rather either having real estate agents support them or architects support them in finding those sales. So if you walk in with a client, you're talking about custom home builders that will be just ecstatic to help you and give you a referral fee, which should equal out to the same fees that you would receive if you sold a used home for $2 million. Understand high-level pricing of where they're going to be. I mean, you really need to make sure that you vet out your builder to understand where the price points are and where they need to be so that you don't get your client into a situation if they have a $3 million budget and next thing you know, they're at $4 million. You need to vet that builder out to make sure that they understand where that process is. Especially in today's market with supply chain issues, it is really, really tough to hit budgets. But you still have to make sure that your client understands where they need to be, the builder understands where they need to be, and you make sure you articulate that to make sure that the builder hits those targets. And then get the guidance on the builder's overall processes, not just on selections, but how do they build? What construction management software do they use? Do they take videos? How often do they send pictures to your clients? There are a lot of things that you can do that help that process out. Here at Loudermilk Homes, we put out daily logs. We talk to our clients, at least weekly on the phone. We're sending out weekly logs as well as far as what's happening during pre-construction, what's happening with their budgets. They have everything right there on a click of a button. So it's very clean to understand where the client sits at all times. They can see our schedule online at any time that they want to come in. And then on top of that, we take care of all of the real estate activities. So our change orders act as amendments to the contract. So we rarely go back to our real estate agents. Once you guys are done, we take over and we make sure that we manage that process all the way through. Now here's the catch. If you partner with a good builder, you can work out a relationship to get paid upfront. So what I mean by that is usually on the first draw, not the deposit, but the first draw right at grading, you can work out a relationship that says, hey, listen, if I'm gonna bring this client to you, please, we would like to get paid our draw up front, or at least a partial portion of that payment up front. We pay our real estate teams that partner with us at grading draw. So we work that into our overall draw process with our client or the bank and make sure that we fit that in so that you guys get paid in advance. So you guys are getting paid just as if it was a regular resale, at least from the timing perspective. So hopefully that was very helpful and informative. Please feel free to reach out to me. I have my email address down at the bottom of the screen. And thank you for attending.